In question number 13, we have to be a bit careful because of the variables in the exponents. However, we're just going to apply the exponent rules here. So I'm going to start with the outside brackets. So I'm going to end up with 2x minus 1. Nothing happens there. B squared we keep. I'm going to apply the exponent 3 onto the a to the power of negative x. And that's going to give me negative 3x. Power to power we multiply. We're going to end up with b to the negative 6x, power to power we multiply. Now in this case here, we are going to end up with a negative x, and then b, negative x to the power of negative x is negative x squared. This is where we're going to end up squaring it because it's x times x. So we then resolve that negative x on the outside, and then we have ab negative 2. So I'm going to combine the a's in the numerator and the b's in the numerator, and then do the same with the denominator. Then I'm going to divide the numerator and denominator with the denominator. So in the numerator, I end up with a 2x, that's going to be negative 3x plus 2x, which gives us negative x in the numerator. Just make sure that's clear. It's going to be in the numerator. Minus 1. That leftover minus 1. Move over to the b. We're going to have negative 6x plus the 2 that was there. We can't combine those terms because they're x's and 2's, so we have to leave them separate like this. With the a, we just have to be careful because that's really a to the power 1. So we end up with a to the 1 minus x. And then b, we end up with negative x squared minus 2. Okay, so I'm going to combine this all in the numerator. So starting with the a's, I'm going to have negative x minus negative x. That's a double negative, so that ends up being plus. So we have a divide in the numerator. Really, that's actually a multiply in the denominator, which cancels out. We have negative 1 minus 1, which gives us a to the negative 2. And again, you should double check your counting here to make sure that you've got the right numbers here. So the negative x's cancel out. Negative 1 minus 1 is negative 2. For the b, I'm going to express in the numerator as well. The negative x squared becomes positive x squared in the numerator. Okay, so that negative means divide. So if it's a divide in the denominator, really it means times. So that's a positive exponent. We have minus 6x. They are not like terms, so they cannot be combined. And then we have plus 2 minus negative 2, which is plus 2. So I get plus 4. And so that's one way we can do it. There are, again, many different ways we can do this, but this is one way to do this, and we get that. Now I'm going to just put the 2 in the denominator because that seems a little bit out of place where it is. So if you want, we can write it as a fraction like this as well.